Good evening. Come on, guys. Good evening. Come on, guys. Good evening. Lead singer. Hey. Thank you. It's really, it's a very special moment for me to have all of you together here. What is life? When you turn, normally I'm very philosophical, and when you turn 50, then you become even more philosophical. Especially when you end up having philosophy conversations with your children as well, then it is double trouble. So I think a lot. What is success? How do you define success? And it's you kind of go through it and you say, it's not what you think. It's not what you think. But one thing, which for sure matters. What really matters are relationships. Our relationships. And that is, end of the day, what is life about? Life is not meant to be a solitary, reaper's journey. It is, it is to be done with people that you love and people who love you. And I feel so fortunate that I feel it's a life so far which is very worthwhile, meaningful, because of all of you. That all of you are here. Friends, my family, of course. A lot of my family is in India. They're not here, and which of course bothers me a lot. But my closest friends from IIT who have flown from all over. My closest buddy Saurabh has flown, especially from Singapore. Means a lot, Saurabh. Thank you. And so many of my IIT friends from IIM, from McKinsey, Fidelity, Incedo. Clients who have become a lot more than clients. Drupad, Work, Sulabh, Kanati. It means a lot for me that you guys have especially flown to be with us. My new family, new friends, more than friends, family in Short Hills, all of you. It's a new country. I was very hesitant coming here because I'm a very much of a Mera Bharat Mahan guy. And I always thought that my place in the world is to be in India and do something for the country. So it was a very big thing for me to come here. But I did, and all of you have really, in 2 years, it just really made us feel, my family really feel welcome, and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, all of you. So I just look, that's the main emotion right now. My wife said, it's okay. Also the book launch. You should speak a bit about the book. Look. See, ever since I was quite young, and I think my friends in IT know it rather painfully. I was
still young. You're still young.
I'm still young, but I'm coming to the point. That I was always kind of had this bad habit of giving fundas. Of giving gyan, of giving fundas, because I had a perspective on most things. And it's something which is is quite important for me, that of being able to give back. That I feel very privileged of the education I've had and the career I've had, and there has been so much I've learned, and I feel very strongly about being able to give back. So So that thing has been very strong, and I'm so grateful. See, COVID has been such a disaster for the world in so many ways. But every cloud has a silver lining, and COVID gave me this opportunity of having a bit of a schedule at home, and I made time, and I was able to write this book, and something I feel very good about. So yeah, we launched it in India a couple of months back, and here it is now in the US. and hopefully people will find it to be of some value. I will make sure all of you read it.
You'll quiz us. You'll quiz us. He'll quiz us.
Manish ji, abhi, you're just beginning to get to know me.
Page 49, quiz.
So but look, the much bigger sentiment is just this feeling of being grateful, the feeling of joy, the feeling of really, of being thankful that I have all of you in my life, and all of you are here. I know still there are a lot of COVID restrictions and all of that, but so many of you have traveled and are here, and it really means a lot to me. So.
Nahin. Let him.
Bas khatam kar do. So look, that's it. Thank you all. Thank you very much. And God bless you. थोड़े फंडे दो नहीं बस काफी है औरों को भी चांस देना है.
Your book in 5 lines.
Yes, come on, tell us about your book.
In 5 lines. Please.
Book in 5 lines. See, look, we are in the digital age. It's not just about digital transformation or digital technologies. We are in the digital age. That's the most. If you were to say, okay, the era we are in, how would you describe it? You would describe it as the digital age. Yeah, and it's a fascinating period of human history we are in. When the velocity of change is very, very high. It's very dynamic. I like to use this word, the VUCA world. Volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous. It's the VUCA world, and this world is, I believe, is full of opportunities. This is the age of abundance. My belief is that the digital age is the age of abundance, and especially if you're coming from India and you grew up in the 70s and 80s. This is a very, very stark difference. Yeah, because we did not grow up in the era of abundance. We grew up in the era of scarcity, and now this is a very, very different era. So this is about great opportunities to build new lives. It is about building new businesses. The entry barriers for doing new stuff is much lower. So it's really about outpouring of innovation and creativity is really possible. Yeah. So that's the overriding theme, that this is digital age is the age of abundance. At the same time, it's not easy. It's not easy. Yeah. So billions of dollars are being spent on this thing called digital, whether it's startups or traditional organizations trying to go digital. And the reality is that 70% or more of that fails or does not achieve its full potential. Very senior leaders like Drupad and Mokar here who live this on a daily basis. Yeah, there is a big gap between the potential and the reality. Yeah, and that is my quest. That is my quest. That how do you bridge the gap? This age of abundance and the great opportunities which are there both at a business level and at an individual level. How do you realize it? Yeah, and how do you kind of go through the maze, the complexity of digital and build great businesses and build great lives. Yeah. Yes, Mr. Markley. I'm very afraid to say Mr. Markley because it's going to be like a
favorite moment from the last 50 years.
Oh. Shadi. His wedding. He can. Yeah. His wedding. Yeah. His wedding. Yeah.
It's my answer. Right?
Yeah. No. We'll tell you what to answer. Your marriage.
Which will include both of us. I think the most significant moment in my life, was when I got the call that my first child was born.
Oh. Where were you?
I was in Mumbai. I was in Mumbai on a, because there was a client progress review that day. We were serving ICICI Securities, very painful client. So I had to be there. I had to be there, in Bombay, and the baby happened. I think it was 5:36 in the morning, something like that. And I think it was just, that was the most special, because I felt like life changed. I felt that, just the concept of life I had changed.
Nitin, the most fun moment of my life.
Oh, plenty.
I think I should let my,
I was going to say that should come from the IITians, fellow IITians.
No, the crushes.
I think the most, memorable moment was, holding aloft, the Best Social Trophy and the General Championship in my family. I think a lot of my friends from Aravali would.
Yes.
हो गया बस ठीक है हो गया.
All right, one more time. A huge round of applause for Mr. Nitin.